Hey everybody, welcome to the Sparkith YouTube channel. It's Maria, and for today's video, I'm going to be drawing Mew from Pokemon using colored pencils. So I hope you all enjoy. The materials I used were Strathmore colored pencil paper, then a 2B pencil and eraser, colored pencils, then a sharpener, and a Pigma Micron in size 8. Alrighty, so what we're going to be drawing today is Mew from Pokemon, and I like to start off with the head first. So I'm drawing the head, and you want to remember that when you're drawing, break each part into simple shapes. So for the head of Mew, I'm kind of just drawing like a little kind of egg, oval-y kind of shape. And Mew also has a little tiny kind of rounded mouth, and the ears are basically just kind of little wide triangles. But right now I'm just drawing the head, and I'm erasing. I'm making sure to look at the photograph and compare. And now I'm drawing the ears, and they're just kind of these little wide kind of triangles. So once again, the ears are kind of like these little wide triangles, and again I'm looking at the picture and comparing and making sure that I'm happy with it and that it looks as best as I can to make it look like the photo. And then for the eyes, they're kind of like half circles, but they do come in at an angle, and they're kind of like diagonal on each side. And I would turn your paper that you're using, because Mew's head is kind of at a tilt, so you want to make sure that you make your eyes kind of that same way, like tilted as well. And then I'm just erasing, and I would say, yeah, make sure to draw lightly, because remember, if you draw hard, I did it myself a little bit on this piece. When you draw hard, also another thing that happens is when you go over with your colored pencils, the imprint from your pencil line will be left on the paper, and sometimes it's hard for your colored pencil to kind of color in those little lines, and you're kind of left with a little white line or kind of lighter line because the indentation of the pencil on the paper. But anyways, I kind of finished drawing Mew's eyes. And then if you look at the neck of Mew, it kind of starts right where her little, or the mouth is at. And then I'm just drawing the little belly, and it's kind of like a little pear shape a little bit. And remember, while you're drawing, you always want to break down each part into shapes or simpler shapes, because sometimes it can get a little bit overwhelming at times. And yeah, it just kind of helps. Well, it helps me a lot, but everybody has a different style. But for me, breaking down things into simple shapes is really helpful. And yeah, and right now I'm kind of finishing drawing the other leg of Mew, and they kind of remind me of like little, I don't know, like a little chicken bone, a little chicken wing or something, a little drumstick kind of leg. And then the hands, they kind of come out a little bit right below the neck, and they have 3 little fingers. And then for the feet, they kind of remind me of like rabbit feet, and they are kind of long too. So as you can see, I kind of made them a little bit short at first, and I realized that they are a little bit longer, so I just made them a teeny bit longer. And then in the photograph, Mew has like 3 little toes. So again, the little toes are very similar to a rabbit foot, and they're just kind of 3 curved lines. And right here I'm fixing the arm, and yeah, I'm fixing both of the arms. I guess I saw something that was a little off right there. Then right now I'm going to be working on the other foot. And the other foot is a little slightly longer because the foot is coming out a little bit further than the other foot. And it's kind of at an angle as well. And then again, remember the foot is kind of pretty long, and I'm just finishing it up. I do the little 3 toes, and then the tail comes about right between the legs, and it kind of goes down and then curves up a little bit. And the end of the tail is kind of almost like a knife shape, but it's very rounded. And then as for filling in with the colored pencil, I'm taking a very, very light pink, and I'm just going in various directions to kind of give it a full and even coverage. And then for the shadows, I followed the picture, and I kind of pressed down a little bit harder with my pink to create a shadow on the ears, the side of the face, and underneath the neck. And then I'm taking, this is optional, you could take a white colored pencil and go over everything to kind of help blend it all together. And then for the body, I did the same with the light pink color pencil, went over it. And then for the shadows, I pressed a little bit harder, and I also used a little bit of a darker pink. And then same thing for the tail, light pink, and then a little bit of the dark pink for the shadows. And then for the eyes, there's not really a pupil in these eyes, it's all kind of just blue, there's no black inside. So I just broke down the eyes, kind of a dark blue, light blue, and then a really light blue for the bottom part. And then here is where it all kind of comes together, in my opinion, because this is kind of a really graphic drawing. It's like an anime type of drawing, and the micron just kind of brings it all together with a nice dark outline, and it really brings out the colors and just kind of gives it that anime type of feel. And yeah, if you don't have microns and you love to draw like animated type things, I suggest getting them because they're really, really, really awesome. But anyways, here is the finished result. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and also check out www.sparkith.com for full online art courses where kids and teens can learn from home. And also, if you enjoy my work, you can follow me on my Instagram art account at DinkPaisley.